beautiful sweet friends, how you doing today? It's me, Sharita Jones, checking back in with another video. Hey guys, it's time for another episode of It's Hard Out Here for a Temp. Sing it with me. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. Guys, here's another chapter in my series, It's Hard Out Here for a Temp. Here's another entry into my series, guys, It's Hard Out Here for a Temp. This story is called The Temp Who Became the Fixer. I walked into the office of a local event planning company assigned to help with the backlog of customer inquiries. The assignment was supposed to be, guys, straightforward, 2-week gig. Answer emails, sort requests, and keep the inbox tidy. When I arrived, the office was buzzing with activity. It was just buzzing off the chain. Phones were ringing off the hook. People were running into cubicles. They were running back and forth. And there were stacks of binders everywhere. The manager, a no-nonsense woman named Carla, greeted me with a distracted nod. She just kept nodding. "You're the temp. Good. Sit here," she said, pointing to a cluttered desk, guys. "Start answering emails." How rude. She just said it like that. Start answering emails. I logged into the email system and immediately saw the problem. There were over 2,000 unread messages. Most of them were from clients asking about event details, payment issues, or even rescheduling their requests. I took a deep breath, guys. I took a deep breath and I got to work. The first few hours were uneventful. I responded to the inquiries about catering options and room layouts. I started forwarding all of the tougher questions to the appropriate departments. But by mid-afternoon, I came across an email that made me pause. I literally stopped in my tracks when I saw this email. It was from a major client, a tech company hosting a conference in 2 weeks. The email read, "Hello, we need to confirm our booking for 500 attendees. We still haven't received our final contract. Please advise." That's what the email said. I forwarded the email to Carla with a note marked urgent. Client needs contract confirmation details immediately. Her reply was almost immediate. "Find the contract in the system and send it to them." Remember, guys, I just got here, so I have no idea about the contract. So a lot of times when you come to these assignments, they want you to just come in running, but when you have questions, they don't want to direct you or give you the proper instructions. So you have to figure all of this stuff out on your own. I dove into their file storage system, but it was a mess, guys. This storage system was a mess. Folders were mislabeled, documents was misfiled, and the search function barely worked. I hate when that happens when you're trying to use the search function and the search function doesn't work. It took me over an hour, guys, to locate that contract, only to discover it had not been finalized. I flagged it for Carla, who glanced at it and groaned. She just groaned. "Of course it's not finalized. Legal hasn't reviewed it yet." Now, whatever they need to do, they need to get it done because this customer wants to hear back from them. "Can we get it reviewed today?" I asked. This is what I'm asking Carla. Carla rolled her eyes. "Legal swamped. Just tell them we'll get back to them." Now, guys, I don't know about y'all, but if this was my business, this is not how I would be running it. I hesitated. This was a big client, and delaying might cost the company. But I was just a temp, guys. I wasn't in a position to push back. Over the next few days, similar issues kept cropping up, guys. Clients were asking about missing invoices, unconfirmed bookings, and incomplete schedules. Every time I flagged the problem, the response was the same. "Just tell them we're working on it." I did just what they told me to do. They're working on it. It was so frustrating, guys. I wanted to help, but I felt like I was being set up to fail. Like I was being sabotaged, as all temp jobs seem to be. They always sabotage you, in my opinion. They always set you up to fail, in my opinion. Wink, wink. By the end of my first week, guys, things came to a head. One of the company's biggest events, a high-profile charity gala, or some people say gala, high-profile charity gala, right, was scheduled for that weekend. The client emailed asking for a final run-through of the event schedule. When I checked the system, there was no schedule in the system, not one schedule. Panicked, I went to Carla. I said, "Hey, Carla, do we have the schedule for the gala?" I asked. Her eyes widened. Carla's eyes got super big. She said, "It's not in the system." Now, Carla, you know that ain't scheduling in that system. Girl, stop playing. No, it wasn't in the system. She swore under her breath. That event coordinator must not have uploaded it. Carla said, I'll call them. This is what Carla was saying. She was going to contact them. An hour later, Carla came back. She was looking grim, y'all. She was looking grim. She said, the coordinator quit last week. She said, we're on our own. I've been on my own since I walked through this door, Carla. You know, seriously. Walk a mile in my shoes, Carla. That night, I stayed late, piecing together the schedule from old emails and spreadsheets. By midnight, I had something that resembled a timeline. I emailed it to Carla, who replied with a single word, thanks. What? I forgot. Carla's rude. She said thanks. That was it. The next morning, I arrived at the office to find Carla in full panic mode. The caterer just canceled, she said. We need a replacement ASAP. Now, I don't know what to do about this caterer. I grabbed the phone and I started calling every catering company in the city, guys. Most of them were booked. Seriously, most of them were booked. But after an hour of pleading, I managed to secure a backup. Thank God. Oh my goodness. Carla said, you're a lifesaver. This is how she said it. You're a lifesaver. Carly looked genuinely relieved. At least I hope she was, because Carla was rude the whole entire time. The day of the gala, I was running on caffeine and adrenaline, guys, and prayers, of course. You know, I always talk to God. I wasn't supposed to attend this event, but Carla insisted that I come along just in case. Ain't that something? From the moment I arrived, it was one crisis after another, after another, after another. The florist had delivered the wrong flowers, the AV team was missing equipment, and the guest list mix-up left several VIPs without seats. It was a mess, guys. Really, it was. The crazy part about it is each time something went wrong, Carla turned to me like I was her personal assistant. It was just so rudely strange. It was so rudely and weirdly strange, but it happens on all these assignments, to be honest with you guys. Wink, wink. Carla said, Sharita, can you handle this? And somehow I did, guys. Literally, when I think about it, somehow I did. I rearranged the seating charts, tracked down the missing equipment, and even drove to a nearby flower shop to buy replacement flowers. I went and bought replacement flowers, guys. I know I went above and beyond the call of duty for just being a temp. But hey, I wanted to make a good impression and I always want to do a good job, even though I know I'm being used for only 2 weeks. By the end of the night, guys, the gala was a success. Guests were raving about the food, they were raving about the decor, and the overall atmosphere. I'm so glad that it all turned out well. Carla pulled me aside and said, you've been incredible. You've really been incredible. We couldn't have pulled this off without you. She's been so rude to me the whole time, so I didn't know how to take that, but I said, thank you, Carla. For a moment, I felt like a hero, but then she added, can you come in tomorrow? We've got another event next week. I'm like, oh, Lord, no. That's what I said, but I smiled politely and said, I'll think about it. I would like to think about it if that's okay, Carla. Thank you. Knowing full well that I wouldn't. I didn't want to be bothered with Carla. Carla was rude. She was mean. And I just, y'all heard the story. You heard the story. You heard the story, guys. No, Carla was, yes, no. Being a temp means stepping into chaos and trying to make sense of it, guys. You're expected to do the work of 3 people with no training, no authority, no instructions. And somehow you're supposed to make it all look effortlessly, honey. You're supposed to do it effortlessly. Yeah, you're supposed to make it look effortless. It's hard out here for a temp, but every now and then you get to be the one, guys, who saves the day. And I've been saving the day for years, guys. Hey. Thank y'all so much for listening. Love you lots. Thank you so much for listening. Sing it with me. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You know it's hard. It's hard out here for a temp. Hey, it's hard out here for a temp. It's hard out here for a temp. Hey, clap. Hey, clap. Hey, clap. It's hot out here for a temp. Hey, it's hot out here for a temp. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for always liking, watching, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of It's Hot Out Here for a Temp. It's hot out here for a temp. Love y'all. Have a good day. Bye for now.